Jamal Musiala is one of the most enjoyable players to watch. The way that he glides past players, you would think he has glue on his boots. He has exceptional dribbling ability and vision that allows him to get out of tight spaces and create chances for the rest of the team. Whether he's playing as an attacking midfielder or on the wing, he is one of Bayern's most important players. But what if I told you, had it not been for Brexit, we might have never seen Jamal Musiala in the Bundesliga. Musiala was born in Stuttgart, Germany. He lived in Germany until the age of 7 before moving to England with his family, where he would remain for the rest of his childhood. He first started out in the Southampton Academy before joining the Chelsea Academy in 2011. As soon as he arrived at Chelsea, he stood out due to his exceptional technical skills and creativity on the pitch. The way he got out of tight spaces and his sharp tactical understanding set him apart from his peers. Here are some photos of Musiala with Chelsea's biggest stars like Drogba, Petr Cech, John Terry. As Musiala progressed through the academy, he only got better and better. Chelsea had selected him for their under-18 side when he was just 14. His performances even earned him recognition at the national level, leading to appearances for England's youth teams. Keep in mind, at this time there was a lot of other talented players at Chelsea, but Musiala was still ahead of the rest. In July of 2019, however, Musiala rejected a new deal to stay at Stamford Bridge. He wanted to go back to Germany to join Bayern Munich. It is reported that Musiala wanted to leave for personal reasons due to the impending Brexit, as well as a desire to get more first-team football. You see, Musiala's mother was completing her degree in England, but Brexit brought uncertainty about her career prospects in London. This uncertainty caused the family to consider returning to Germany. Around the same time, Bayern Munich had offered Musiala a chance to join their academy. It felt like the perfect opportunity. Initially, Musiala was placed in the under-17 squad under coach Miroslav Klose. He quickly showcased his talent, scoring 3 goals in his first 3 matches. His impressive performances led to rapid promotions through the under-19s and reserve teams. People at Bayern had never seen this before. Any plans they had made over what he can do or become had been completely thrown in the air. No one at the club had expected this. According to The Athletic, in one game Musiala showed that he was not scared of the physicality of more experienced players. He lost the ball to a strong opponent but chased them to win the ball back with a timely tackle. It was a reminder that Musiala was serious about getting to the top. On June 3, 2020, Musiala made his professional debut, coming on as a sub for Bayern Munich's second team in the 3rd division of German football. He continued rising through the ranks, eventually making his Bundesliga debut against Freiburg, becoming the youngest player to play a match for Bayern in the Bundesliga, aged 17 years and 115 days. Musiala was a part of the squad that won the 2020 Champions League, although he did not make any appearances in the tournament. It was still a great experience for him though, a taste to what first-team football can feel like for a club as massive as Bayern Munich. His photo with Neymar, his idol, was a reminder that his dreams were now a reality. Musiala's breakthrough really came in the 2020-2021 season, where he scored his first Bundesliga goal in an 8-0 win over Schalke, to become Bayern's youngest goal scorer, aged 17 years and 205 days, breaking the previous record of Roque Santa Cruz. Just a couple of months later, he made his Champions League debut, coming in as a sub for Thomas Müller. He was now beginning to integrate well within the team, starting in his first ever Champions League game against Atletico Madrid, then scoring his first ever goal in the competition in a 4-1 win against Lazio. That made him Bayern's youngest goal scorer ever in the competition. He ended the 2021 season making 39 appearances in all competitions for Bayern, picking up 7 goals and 1 assist. Bayern noticed his improvements and had him sign his first professional contract with the club until 2026. Hansi Flick, his manager at the time, spoke very highly of him, praising just how much quality he had on the ball. With Musiala being so young, surrounded by such talented players, he just continued getting better and better. On the 25th of August 2021, Musiala scored his first 2 goals of the season in a 12-0 DFB Pokal win over Bremer. 3 days later, he scored his first Bundesliga goal of the season in a 5-0 home win over Hertha. The good form continued into the Champions League, where he scored against Barcelona. Musiala's technical skills, his agility, and footballing IQ allowed him to operate really effectively across both the midfield and attacking roles. He was able to get out of tight spaces and still maintain his composure under pressure, which made him such a valuable asset in Bayern's possession-based system. In fact, one clip of his dribbling went viral after his fine display in the German Cup. He ended the season with 8 goals and 6 assists, but his most important contribution of the season came on the 23rd of April. His strike in a 3-1 win over Dortmund gave Bayern their 10th straight Bundesliga title. He was slowly becoming a household name. He was transitioning from a young player with tons of potential to a pivotal figure for the team. Musiala was now a player that Bayern could depend on, not just a player whose dribbling was aesthetic. This was further proven in the 2023 season, where Musiala got 16 goals and 16 assists. He was beginning to really shine now for the Bavarians. He was performing well in the Champions League, Bundesliga, DFB Pokal. No matter the competition, he was one of the very best players on the pitch. In fact, he was actually Bayern's savior again. You see, despite his individual numbers, Bayern was going through a tumultuous time. The board was not happy with Nagelsmann, and they sacked him mid-season. The 35-year-old German, who had led Bayern to the Bundesliga title in his first campaign in charge the season before, had Bayern now 1 point behind league leaders Dortmund. Despite just 3 league defeats all season and an average of 2.19 points per match during his first 19 months at the job, the 4th best tally for a Bayern manager in Bundesliga history by the way, the club board was dissatisfied with Nagelsmann. As a result, Bayern was going into the last Bundesliga game of the season with their entire season on the line. Not only did they have to win, but they had to hope that Dortmund would drop points. In a game that looked all but lost, Musiala scored the winning goal in the 89th minute. The goal that clinched the 11th consecutive Bundesliga title for Bayern ahead of their rivals Dortmund on goal difference. Musiala finished the season as Bayern's 2nd top goal scorer in the league with 12 goals, right behind Serge Gnabry. That moment really boosted Musiala's stock. It reminded the world of the quality of his talent. In the 2024 season, he scored 13 goals in all competitions, including 10 in the Bundesliga, concluding the campaign as once again the 2nd top goal scorer for the club, this time behind Harry Kane. He was even good for Germany in the Euros, scoring 3 goals, becoming the 2nd youngest German player ever to score in the tournament. In the opening game against Scotland, he was man of the match. Musiala is still incredibly young. Because he broke onto Bayern's first team so early, it seems like he's been around forever, but he would be barely legal to drink in the United States. He is one of the most entertaining players to watch in the modern game, but now he is also getting output. His dribbling doesn't just look pretty, he's getting goals and assists to back it up. Musiala's name is sometimes forgotten when we talk about the best young players in the world, but Bayern fans will know just how good this guy is. But they're not the only people. Another person who knows about Musiala's ability is his manager, Vincent Kompany. To see how Kompany has brought Bayern back to the top after losing the league to Leverkusen, you have to check out this video right here.